So, hi and hello everyone. Did you know that not all plastics are the same? Some are soft and lightweight like plastic bags, while others are hard and strong like detergent bottles. So today, we are going to talk about two common types of plastic, which is LDPE and HDPE. Firstly, LDPE stands for low density polyethylene. It is soft, lightweight, and flexible, which is why it is commonly used to make plastic bags, plastic wrap, and squeeze bottle. On the other hand, HDPE stands for high density polyethylene, which is it is harder, stronger, and more durable, which is why it is commonly used to make water pipes, detergent bottles, and meat bottles. Even though both of them are made from polyethylene, their different molecular structure give them different properties and uses. So in this video, we will compare LDPE and HDPE to understand what makes them different and why they are important in our daily life.
Now, let's see the chemistry concept. So, LDPE and HDPE has the same monomer, which is ethene. It has 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen. It's a type of alkene. So, ethene will undergo addition reaction to form HDPE and LDPE. It will go through initiation, propagation, and termination. In initiation, it will break the double bond. In propagation, it will add more monomer chain, and in propagation to form the stable polymer chain. So let's see the difference between HDPE and LDPE. So HDPE chains are mostly straight, while LDPE chain has many branches. Next, HDPE are closely together, while LDPE are not packed closely together. Next, HDPE is more denser and stronger, while LDPE is less dense and very flexible compared to HDPE. So you can see with the diagram that I have put, HDPE is very straight, while LDPE has many branches. So HDPE is straight, make it as higher intermolecular forces, higher density, and higher strength and stronger. So remember that HDPE is straight, so it's are packly close together, and it has higher intermolecular forces, higher density, and higher strength.
Now I will present about the application of LDPE and HDPE. So LDPE is a branching variety of polyethylene, and its molecules are arranged more loosely and lower density compared to the other linear polyethylene like the HDPE. LDPE is a strong, robust material for many purposes. It has excellent impact, resistance, stain resistant, electrical insulting properties, and water resistance. LDPE also a transparent and good for light reflection. For example, that we can take is like a water bottle and like the packaging polystyrene. Next, I will present about the application of HDPE. So HDPE is a very strong polyethylene with excellent tensile strength, stiffness, and impact resistance due to its molecular proximity. HDPE is UV resistant, thus making it chemically resistant, strong, and very versatile material. It means it can produce more types of material, and that is simple to work with. For example, we can make like the shampoo bottle and the other plastic hard material.
So now I'll be talking about the analysis between the LDPE and the HDPE. So the analysis for the low density polyethylene, it has a branching effect, which means that the LDPE have a high degree of side branching chain, which these branches acts like spacers, preventing the polymer chains from packing closely together. The intermolecular forces of the LDPE are also weak because of the chains that are spread out, causing the van der Waals force between them to be relatively weak. So the physical result of the characteristic causes the material to be amorphous, which means that the LDPE is naturally flexible and also has a low boiling point, low melting point, as well as transparent because the light can pass through the gaps in the disorganized chains. So the analysis for the high density polyethylene, it has linear alignment, which means that HDPE has very little branching, so the polymer chains are more tightly together, allowing them to stack like a neat pile of lumber. So the structure for the HDPE is a crystalline structure because the tight packing creates a high degree of crystallinity, and the intermolecular forces are much stronger because the molecules are closer to one another. So the physical result of the characteristics causes the HDPE to be has a superior tensile strength and stiffness as well as opacity. This means that it will require much more heat to vibrate the tightly locked chains apart, resulting in a higher melting point.
Today I'm going to be presenting about the prediction when using low density polyethylene and also high density polyethylene. So first, what are the prediction when you use low density polyethylene to make plastics? So let's see the characteristic of low density polyethylene. It is soft and flexible. Thus, when LDPE is used to make plastic, it can bend without breaking. But it's also less stronger compared to HDPE, and it can also melt at lower temperature. What are the examples of LDPE? The examples are grocery bags, wires, and cable insulation. That's why we know that grocery bags can easily burn compared to bottle shampoos. Second, what are the prediction when using high density polyethylene in plastics? So, what are the characteristics of HDPE first of all? So, HDPE, as we know, it's strong and rigid compared to LDPE, which is low density polyethylene. It is also harder and stronger, and it does not bend easily, just like LDPE. And it's also opposite of LDPE, which is it can melt at high temperature instead of low temperature. Thus, it means it cannot burn easily compared to when you are using materials that has low density polyethylene. What are the example of materials that contain HDPE? Example are water pipes, plastic containers, and shampoo bottles. That is why we know that when you burn shampoo bottles, it cannot burn easily compared to when you burn plastic bags, or also known as grocery bags. From this, we can conclude that HDPE, which is also known as high density polyethylene, is used in long-term products. For instance, shampoo bottles, as I mentioned earlier. But LDPE, also known as low density polyethylene, is used in short-term products, which are grocery bags, cable, and wire. From this, we can conclude that polyethylene is thermoplastic polymer made from polymerization of ethylene monomers, and it is one of the most widely used plastic in the world. There are two types of polyethylene, which is low density polyethylene, or known as LDPE, and also high density polyethylene, which is known as HDPE. So, as I mentioned earlier, LDPE is used in materials that are for short-term purpose, like plastic bags, while the HDPE is used in materials that are long-term purpose, like for instance, shampoo bottles. So, what are the general characteristics of a polyethylene? The general characteristic of a polyethylene are it is lightweight and also insulating, meaning it does not carry any electricity, and it can also use to wrap wires. That is why for wire insulation we use LDPE products.